Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Stina and today I'm here with a Christmassy yarn talk video. So as you know, we can't do yarn talk videos without some tea, and today I'm on my Pickwick tea, which is called Winter Glow, which is a really like Christmas-ish friendly tea that contains both cinnamon and I think also maybe a flavor of orange if I'm not wrong. But regardless, it's really like Christmas-like friendly or winter-friendly comforting tea. So it's a tea that I really enjoy here in the colder winter month. And you can also see here on my advent calendar lights that we are very, very close to Christmas at the time of recording. And this video is going to be released during Christmas. So if I haven't done it yet, I would like to wish you all a very, very happy and Merry Christmas. And I hope that you are blessed to be with your family and loved ones in this time. I also want to wish you an upcoming, because that's going to be very soon as well, a happy new year. And I wish that you all get to enjoy your crochet or knitting or whatever crafting work that you may do in the new year. And of course, I wish that your family as well is going to be healthy and, you know, all the best wishes just in general for this time, of course. So what's been going on since my last yarn talk video is that I've been very busy, and I've unfortunately also I've had some illness, and that pretty much put me in a pace where I couldn't really do any recording or any updates. It happens. We are all unfortunately not master of when we are sick and not. So that's just how it's going to be. The good news is I have finished some items, and I'm also proceeding very well on my Virus Shawl, which I realized I forgot to prepare and lay ready here next to me. So I'm just gonna open the box. So I always contain them in these small project boxes, especially when I work with a cake yarn, because I find when I work from the center in and out from the center pole, that these boxes are really nice to keep the yarn located in the same spot, and I get less yarn barf, basically close to none, when I'm doing it like that. And it's also a very nice, for me, way to just basically keep track of my project, and in case I don't work for it for a period, I can like just put it away, and you know, I keep my crochet hook and the project in that case, so I know exactly what's been used. So the Virus Shawl that I'm working on is currently in the progress of reaching a green, and I'm going well through green even. And that's of course the Virus Shawl that I'm also making the tutorial from. It's not my first Virus Shawl, but I promised some of you guys to make a tutorial, and you guys chose this cake for me to make the tutorial of. And right now it's looking like this. So last time when I showed it to you guys, we were in the blue phase, and now we are really entering a green. It does actually have quite a fair amount of purple on top, but it's really starting to become really nice. I can see already on this shawl that I will have to block it to keep the form nice and stretched. But yeah, so that's basically, I'm on the green end, and it's not really green because here is actually, it's like 2 strands, no, not even, it's, let me see, it's 1 strand of blue and 3 strands of green right now, I think. It's difficult to see, or maybe it's 2 strands, it's 2, no, it is. It's really difficult to see. Let's see if I can zoom on it. Yeah, strand, 2 bottom ones are green, this one is blue, and then that one is green. So it's transitioning into green, and I expect when it transitions again, it's probably gonna go into yellow, because if I take out the cake, you can also see it's getting quite empty. There's still a little shade of blue in there, but it will slowly transition into a more yellowish before the orange and the, I would say, peach coral color at the outer edge. So yeah, this is progressing really well. Unfortunately, I though won't be finished with the scarf before sometime in the new year. As you all know, I am going on vacation, and that doesn't mean that I'm gonna quit YouTube or anything like that, but it does mean that you will not see me post many videos, probably just the one, because I have another video planned up for the new year, which is my from start to finish video of the headband, of the house grip headband that I'm crocheting, and that's being prepared to be released sometime in the new year. And then the next video is probably gonna be when I'm returning from my vacation, so towards the end of the month of next year. So I will be there. I will probably be posting some updates on my community tab. Maybe if I see an amazing shop down there that sells yarn or something like that, I might actually take some pictures and share them with the community tab. Or I might actually make some small recordings and end up making some sort of, here is what the interesting facts were. See, I saw a lot of sheep or whatever. I'm not really sure. But yeah, please don't expect too much from me in January, but I will be back. And when I'm back in February, for sure, full time, I will also be hosting some new giveaways for you guys, and there will be more tutorials to come. Of course, there will be the Virus Shawl tutorial I hope to have ready and finished at least for February, because I should be back home and back crocheting. I won't bring any crochet work with me. And I also still have another tutorial that's pending posting, but I'm missing some pictures to show it and so on. And once I have those, I will also be posting that tutorial. So there are more things to come, but we need some patience. Anyhow, I finished 2 projects, and one of them was the infamous headband, and it looks like this. So this is the back side, this is the front side. And it's sewn together in a way that forms this knot on your front head. So it's a really nice, neat little detail, I think. And of course, this carnival yarn from Hobby has this gorgeous variegation of colors. And it's also variegated yarn in the sense, oh no, not variegated. Yeah, it's variegated, but it's also roving style. So it's a lovely premium acrylic, and I did test that it fits, and it actually does fit. And let's say I'm just, oh, I guess you could also put it on the side, but the idea is for it to be on the front. So like this. And as you can see, it covers the ears really, really nicely. The variegation goes lovely with the different shades. I think it's beautiful for the winter time here up further north. And I can absolutely imagine myself wearing this like on a winter sunny day. It's gonna be gorgeous. And to go with it, I made the dragon scale fingerless gloves of the other full skein I had left. So I made this from a partial skein. So a skein that I had partially started. And I had this yarn left from when I made my bolero. I will link to my bolero, which is also having a tutorial in the description box down below. But I made it basically from the leftovers of this yarn. I was like, what I'm gonna use this 1.5 skein for, or a bit more than a 1.5 skein. I don't know. And then I was like, oh, the headband is perfect because it's the perfect amount of yarn left, and it should just be about enough to be what I need to actually finish it up and make a perfect fitting headband. Based on weight, right? Like based on weight and based on the about size I needed. And I basically started crocheting hoping that I had enough yarn. And when I reached the length, not completely my desired length, but the length I needed, and to have enough yarn left to sew in the ends and sew it together, it had reached just a little bit further than medium length of a headband, and it fits perfectly. And I had like after weaving in ends, after sewing it together, I have like a meter left, like maximum a meter. That's like, I don't know, like a string like this. Perfect. I shall not complain. It's perfect. Sometimes you're allowed to be lucky. Sometimes it's just has to be perfect, right? So what did I do with the rest of the yarn? And as I mentioned to you guys, I wanted to try and make some dragon scale gloves in the same yarn because I love this variegation. And I believe the variegation would be absolutely great for fingerless dragon scale gloves. And it is. Look at these beauties. Pretty. Very pretty. So I actually developed a bit further on the pattern. So the Yarnivore UK made this amazing pattern for these dragon scale gloves. It's free on Ravelry. What I did was that I further developed this pattern because I wanted a few more rows of dragon scales. Simply because, I don't know, there's something with dragons, it's just magical. And this variegation of colors is magical. Kind of deserves it, doesn't it? So I made my own development and I increased it. And basically I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra rows of the dragon scales with my way of increasing it. And I'm just taking them on now so you can see how they look on my hands. Look. Aren't they amazing? So on the inside, I have not as many rows. I actually started doing them less, as you can see here. So the last 3 rows is decreasing the amount of scales and increasing the amount of just normal work. And it's because often I find on the inside, you won't, like, this is where you also often do things or have your hands towards tables and stuff like that. You know, a bit less is good because it I guess makes you more flexible. I am contemplating if it should have been done further up here as well. So it's more like just on the outside to be scales. That's something I can contemplate to develop for a future version. I still want to give the credits for at least the first part of this gloves to the Yarnivore UK. It's absolutely deserved because it's still a lovely pattern. But the rest is basically just a bit my own creation. So what I did was so the first 6 rows of dragon scales is 100% followed pattern. Then afterwards, I 100% winged it. And stupid as I was, I didn't write down anything because I'm like, I don't really know. And I made the right one first. And basically, like, when I was like here, I'm like, okay, I need to start focusing on the shaft. I can't add too many more scales because I need to make one more, and how much yarn do I have? And there was many things to keep track of because I only had 1 skein. I had to get 2 gloves out of 1 skein. And when that skein was up, it's just like, okay, no more yarn. And it's also, I don't like flocking this yarn. It's horrible to flock, probably because it's a roving style, but also, as you can see up here, it does have a little bit of a halo. So it's just horrible to flock. So you don't want to flock it. So I don't know even why I start sort of wing a new pattern with a yarn that I never wanted to even try flocking instead of just following the basic guides. I should have probably have done that. But honestly, I'm really, really, really satisfied with the increased amount of scales. I believe that they look absolutely gorgeous because I also increased it around here to make it more like combined together. And I have, I don't know, 10 grams of yarn here left or something like that. I could probably have done a few more row on the length here, but it's just the length I need. It's perfect. They are identical copies of one another. Afterwards, when I started making this one, I was having to use this as an example, looking, okay, I did this. And I had to copy it because, of course, you also have left and right. And if it's on the bottom side on the right, it has to be on the bottom side of the left. So I can't just make an identical copy because then it ends up on the top here. So it was basically, I needed to think a little bit, double work, but I think it turned out really, really nice. I am very, very satisfied with the result of this. I hope you like them too. And it shows that I do have a creative mind. It shows that I can create stuff with a bit of inspiration from others. Thank you for the inspiration. And yeah, that's about it for this time. There will be some while before you get to see another yarn talk video from me. Next yarn talk video is gonna be far out in the future. If I will reach to make one before February, I cannot promise. But I know that next Yarn Talk video is going to contain at least an update on the Virus Shawl here, but it's also gonna contain an update on the socks, on the socks that I'm crocheting. And these socks, of course, are also, it's a project that I've put on the back hold for the last few weeks, simply because I've not had the time to do the next bit, because the next bit is also a part where I can't follow the pattern, because what I've done so far to reach the stage where I'm at now, the pattern say I need to crochet a longer length, but if I do so, I will have too few stitches to decrease from. So I need to basically have a good look at the pattern and see how I best possible can decrease, creating the perfect heel on the socks before I continue with the shaft. And I am, for this one, actually writing down every row I'm making and what I'm making in those rows, so that I can recreate one copy of it, perfect copy of it. And I'm going to look forward to show you those socks. Actually, I can just a moment, I have it laying here. Sorry for that, but I do have it laying for those interested in just seeing this short temporary view of it. This is as far as I've gotten. Here is starting to move up towards the leg. And here is the part where I need to prepare for the heel. And basically what's gonna happen here is that I will have to crochet in the round here. And I will slowly decrease so that, that the heel gets shaped. But exactly how and where and so on is something that I need to keep good track on and write down. And that's something I have to do when I do have more time to do it and are more focused on my task. And that's going to be when I get home from vacation. So that's going to be an update on those two for the next Yarn Talk video. And then, of course, we are going to start some new projects. There's plenty of things to do in the spring. As I mentioned earlier, we will also, or I will also have some more yarn giveaways. And yeah, there's many things to come. I wish you all, again, as said earlier, Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everything. I hope you and your family are the best and stay the best for the next year. And if you haven't done it yet, do remember to subscribe to my videos or to my channel, basically. Give the video a like. Do give me a comment if you feel like I deserve even just a Merry Christmas. And until we see each other again, I wish you all the best and happy times, happy days, happy crocheting, happy crafting. I'll see you soon, sometime in the new year. Bye.